So we know the term electrical intensity. It is a vector quantity. It is having magnitude. It is having direction. So magnitude is given by the basic relation is E is equal to F by Q or F by Q0. SI unit is Newton per Coulomb. Second formula, if O is a point where plus Q charge is kept stationary, P is a point at distance r, then at point P the intensity is directed away, this is the direction, and the magnitude is given by Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught k r square, where r is a distance. So at point P intensity has direction away from plus Q charge along OP, and its magnitude is this. Now I have given one more unit for electrical intensity. There is a one more unit volt per meter. So how this unit is used, and for that purpose we should know this relation. Actually नोट्समध्ये हे पण दिलेले पण सिलेबसला नाही म्हणून आपण ते काही यूज करत नाही. So suppose these are the two metal plates which are kept parallel to each other, A and B. Now by this electrofriction method, positive charges are given, say plus Q. So by induction process, we know the induction process, minus Q charges are produced on the inner surface like this. So between the two plates, now there is the electric field. We know the rule, electrical intensity is directed away from positive charge and directed toward the negative charge. So between the two plates, the intensity is directed away from positive charge and toward the negative charge. So this is the direction of electrical intensity. Now if D is the distance between the two plates, V is the potential difference between the two plates, then this E is given by, let V is equal to potential is measured in volt, potential difference between two plates A and B. D is equal to distance between the two plates A and B. Then E is equal to, अपन फक्त मैग्नीट्यूड देतो, E is equal to electric intensity between two plates A and B. Two plates A and B is given by E is equal to V by D, or it is also given by dV by dr. This is one more relation that we are going to use. So V is a potential difference in volt, D is a distance in meter, and therefore E has SI unit volt per meter. Volt per meter. This is another way. तर हा पण फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला या इक्वेशनचा प्रूफ नाही क्लिअर आहे. पोटेन्शियलची टर्मच 11ला नाही आहे, त्याच्यात हे बाकीचे टर्म पण नंतर येतील. सो दिस इज अबाउट द इलेक्ट्रिक इंटेन्सिटी. Intensity is directed away from positive charge, intensity is directed toward the negative charge, and intensity is given by these three relations. E is equal to F by Q, E is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square, and E is equal to V by D. These are the three relations. Now We know that electrical intensity has magnitude, has direction, so that magnitude and direction is also explained in terms of the concept of electric lines of force. So, want to see that concept. What is meant by electric lines of force? What are their properties? Electric lines of force. Similar to the electric lines of forces, there are also magnetic lines of forces. Many properties are common. Now, let us see the first definition. आपण definition याप्रमाणे देणार आहोत. So we will prepare the definition. Now, at this point, say single positive charge is kept here. Isolated positive charge. There is no other charge, means it is a isolated charge. Single positive charge. So it will produce the electric field in the surrounding region. So this pair represents the electric field region. Now, inside the electric field, suppose we consider a test charge plus Q0. Test charge is always positive, so sign is not important. So, between positive, there is a force of repulsion. This is stationary charge, static charge, fixed charge at rest, and therefore it is shown by circle. It is not movable. This is movable. This is free to move. So, this stationary charge, this source charge will repel this, and it is free to move, therefore it will move. It will move along this direction. And you have Q0 charge for force here direction at today. So it will move in this direction. So this is the line, this is the path. This is the path. Along with this, positive test charge moves. Now, instead of keeping the test charge, positive test charge here, now if the test charge is kept here, what will happen? It will now move in this direction. So it may move in this direction. It may move in this direction. It may move along this path. It may move along this line. It may move along this path, along this line, along this direction, along this direction, along this path, along this line, along this direction. मी तीन शब्द यूज करत होतो, path, line and direction. So all these are called electric lines of force. Now, instead of positive charge, if we consider isolated negative charge, then it will also produce the electric field. Suppose the electric field is produced in this region. So again, if the positive test charge Q0 is kept here, it will be attracted. It will move in this direction. It will move along this path. It will move along this line. It will move along this direction, along this path, along this direction, along this line, along this path. So these are also called as the electric lines of force. याला पण इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स म्हणतात, याला पण इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स म्हणतात. याच फिगर आपण मगाशी काढलं होतं. इलेक्ट्रिक इंटेन्सिटी इज डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड द अवे फ्रॉम द पॉझिटिव्ह चार्ज. काय म्हटलं होतं आपण त्याला? दे आर को इनिशियल वेक्टर. दीज आर को टर्मिनस वेक्टर. तिथे इंटेन्सिटी वेक्टर होता, इथे आपण त्याला पाथ म्हटलेलं आहे. इट इज अ लाईन. सो द डेफिनेशन इज गिवन लाईक दिस. द लाईन or the path, the line or the path along which the test charge is always taken as positive, but instead of test charge we will consider the unit positive charge. So The path along which the unit positive charge moves in an electric field is called as the electric lines of force. So definition of the electric lines of force is like this, sir. The line or the path along which unit positive charge moves in an electric field the line or the path along which the unit positive charge moves in an electric field is called electric line of force is called as electric line of force. The path or the line along which the unit positive charge moves in an electric field is called as electric lines of force. So this is the definition. Now, in this figure, we have shown the lines of forces. Single isolated positive charge, single isolated negative charge. Now, we can also consider the system of two charges. So, what will be the nature of the electric lines of forces when there are two charges? The charges may be similar, positive, positive, or negative, negative, or may be dissimilar. One charge is positive, other charge is negative. So, this figure shows the first property of the electric lines of forces. So, now we will state the properties of the electric lines of force. Properties or characteristics. Properties of electric lines of force. And for that purpose, by considering these two figures, we can give the first property. So, figure A, figure B. So, these two figures gives the two properties of lines of force. We will combine them. Figure A. Electric lines of forces always start from positive charge. They originate from positive charge and end or terminate on negative charge. So, first property is like this. Electric lines of force always start or originate from positive charge. Electric lines of force always end or terminate on negative charge. Figure A gives this property, figure B gives this property. So lines of forces start from positive and end on negative. In short, you can remember the property like this. The electric lines of forces always start from positive charge and end on negative charge. Figure A shows the first part, figure B shows the second part. Now, if we consider the system of charges, then what are the additional properties that were to? So next we will consider the system of two charges. What is the nature of the lines of forces? Suppose this is a positive charge and this is a negative charge. So this is a system of 2 point charges, one is positive, other is negative. So by using this property, how we can show the pattern? The electric lines of forces will start from positive and end on negative. So this is the one line of force. The other lines of forces will not be a straight line, but they will be a curved path. So lines of forces start from positive, end on negative. Lines of forces start from positive, end on negative. Start from positive, end on negative. Start from positive, end on negative. Like this. Start from positive, end on negative. Start from positive, like this. Like this. So this is the pattern of the electric lines of forces due to a system of two charges. One is positive and other is negative. Now, if both the charges are positive, then what will happen? So they will produce the electric field, and in that combined electric field, if Q0 charge is kept say here, it is always positive. So between this positive, there is a force of repulsion. Between this positive, there is a force of repulsion. So this charge is repelled by both. This test charge is repelled by both the static charges, and therefore it will move away from both the charges, and therefore the pattern is like this. Initially it starts moving like this. Due to the force of repulsion, its path will bend and it will go like this. It may go like this. It will go like this. It can go like this. It will go like this. The path is curved like this. So this is the pattern of the electric lines of forces in the region between the two similar charges. Figure मध्ये काय changes to बघा. If we consider this point, then there are very large number of electric lines of forces are present. In this region, there are no zero electric lines of forces are present. Why? We can explain also by mathematics. So these are the patterns: figure A, figure B, figure C, figure D. All these figures are given even in our notes also. So now we can explain the addition property. If you see all these figures, then what is the second important property? No lines of forces can intersect each other. इथे कुठेच त्या intersect होत नाही. इथे तर त्या रेडियली आउटवर्ड आहे. इथे कधीच intersect होणार नाही फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन किती वाढवलं तरी. they never intersect, they never intersect, they never intersect. So lines of forces never intersect each other. So that is the second property. Electric lines of force never intersect each other never intersect each other. Why? There is a reason. Lines of forces never intersect each other. बघूया ते एक नंतर आपल्याला नंतर द्यायचं आहे. प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 3. The magnitude of electric intensity is directly proportional to n. What is meant by n? Where n is equal to number of electric lines of force passing normally perpendicular, passing normally through given area in the field. Of course, electric field like this. So this is about the magnitude. For example, now consider this case. If we consider, say, this much area, both the area shown by red color dotted circle, area is same, but in this area 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of forces are passing, and for this same area there is only 4 lines of forces are passing to the given area, only 1 electric lines of forces passing. So here, by this property, more intensity, less intensity decreases at this point. So area number 1 and area number 2. So even electric intensity through the area A1 and electric intensity through the area E2 are like this. Why? Because in this case there are more number of electric lines of forces passing than this area. Only 4 is greater than 1, N1 is greater than N2. So large number of electric lines of forces are passing, more is the electrical intensity. So same property you can give in another fashion. When the lines of forces are crowded, इथे बघा या रिजनमध्ये लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस क्राउडेड आहे, इंटेन्सिटी जादा आहे, आणि तेवढाच एरिया इथे घेतला तर इथून एकही लाईन जात नाही, म्हणजे इथे इंटेन्सिटी 0 होऊन जाईल डायरेक्ट. मोर द नंबर ऑफ लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस पासिंग थ्रू द गिवन एरिया, मोर इज द इंटेन्सिटी. Smaller the number of electric lines of forces passing through the given area, smaller is the intensity. So lines of forces are crowded, more intensity. Lines of forces are widely separated. इथे separation म्हटलं lines मधलं, crowded, widely separated. So same property you can give in another fashion like this. When or you can write like this. The same property we will use for magnetic field also, and therefore we will see this property in detail. in the region where lines, of course lines of force, lines are crowded, more is the intensity E, and when lines are widely separated, away from each other, smaller is the intensity E. Smaller is the intensity E. So same property can be given like this. In this region, intensity is small because number of lines of forces is small. In this region, electric intensity is large because there are more lines of forces. Lines of forces are crowded, more intensity. Lines of forces are widely separated, less intensity. So simply counting the number of lines of forces, we can give the idea about the magnitude. More the number, more is the intensity. Smaller is the number, smaller is the intensity of the electric field, like this. So in this way, this magnitude of the electric intensity is given. So we can get the idea about the magnitude of the electric intensity only by counting n number of electric lines of forces passing through given area. Now we can also give the direction. इलेक्ट्रिक इंटेन्सिटी डायरेक्शन पण आपल्याला ठरवता येतं. फॉर डायरेक्शन देर इज ए नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी. So these properties are important. We can determine the magnitude, we can determine the direction. A tangent drawn to electric lines of force gives direction of electric intensity at the point of tangency. So direction is given by the tangent and magnitude is given by counting the number. So we can give the magnitude as well as we can give the direction. Now how this direction is decided, that we have to see, and for that purpose you can consider any one of this example. So I will use this example. This is a positive charge. This is also positive charge, and say this is the point where we have to decide the direction of the electric field intensity. There are two charges, positive, so there will be an electric field produced at point P due to both charges, and we have to decide the direction only. So out of these, only one electric line of force is passing through the point P, and it is like this. Lines of forces never intersect each other, so there is only one electric lines of force passing through this. This charge is negative. Lines of forces start from positive and lines of forces end on negative. So this is the point P. So we have to decide the direction. So the rule is very simple. Now if we see this portion, this is the arc. This is the arc of this imaginary circle whose center may be here. So now we can draw the tangent to the circle. At this point the tangent is like this. At this point the tangent is like this. Now we have to draw the tangent at this point P. So tangent is like this. So this is the tangent. So I will draw this tangent. I will draw this tangent. So this blue dotted line is the tangent to this circle, to this line of force. So this tangent gives the direction. Direction means we have to show the arrow. Now how will show the arrow? Whether in this direction or in this direction. So lines of forces start from positive. Electric intensity is also directed away from positive and directed towards the negative. Therefore, at this point P, the direction of the intensity is along the tangent and in this direction. So this is the direction of the electrical intensity E at point P. हे डायरेक्शन ठरवण्याचा रोल तर खूप सोपा आहे. ज्या पॉइंटला आपल्याला डायरेक्शन पाहिजे त्या पॉइंटला लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स घेतला फक्त टँजंट काढायची. So a tangent drawn to the electric lines of force gives the direction of the electric intensity at that point of tangency. आता आपण कुठे पण इलेक्ट्रिक इंटेन्सिटी डायरेक्शन ठरवू शकतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, नाउ इफ वी कन्सिडर द पॉइंट से P हियर. आता ही इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स स्ट्रेट लाईन आहे. आता स्ट्रेट लाईनला टँजंट कशी काढणार? सर्कलला टँजंट कशी काढायची ते आपल्याला माहिती आहे. सो दिस टँजंट इज परपेंडिक्युलर टू द रेडियस. सो वी नो द प्रॉपर्टी फॉर स्ट्रेट लाइन फॉर प्लेन सरफेस द रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर इज इन्फिनिटी. लाइट सेक्शनमध्ये आपण ही प्रॉपर्टी बघितलेली. सो द सेंटर विल बी हियर ऑट इन्फिनिटी. सो दिस इज द रेडियस वेक्टर हॅविंग रेडियस इन्फिनिटी. सो टँजंट विल बी लाईक दिस. आणि या पी पॉईंटला जर आपण टँजंट काढली तर ती अशी ती. So at point P, this is the direction of the intensity. So intensity is directed away from positive. ही property इथे परत verify झाली. So this is the tangent. So if the line is straight line, electric lines of force is straight line path, then tangent is along this. आता इथे तेच मिळू. At this point, the intensity is tangent to this. So this arrow represents the electric intensity is directed away from positive charge. It is directed towards the negative charge. Now, if we consider any point, say P here, then draw the tangent. It is a straight line. Therefore, tangent is also in the same direction. So this is the tangent. So this tangent gives the direction of the electric intensity at point P. It is directed towards the negative charge. Intensity is directed always away from the positive charge. Intensity is directed towards the negative charge. Now if we consider the point P here, then again draw the tangent. So direction will be like this. So this will be the direction of the intensity at this point. ही जी आपण लाईन काढली हे कुठलं तरी इमेजिनरी सर्कलची आर्क असणार आहे. सो ड्रॉ ए टँजंट लाईक दिस. सो डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक इंटेन्सिटी फॉर दिस पॉइंट, direction of intensity for this point, direction of intensity at this point, direction of intensity at this point, at this point. So rule is same. So magnitude as well as direction is given by the electric lines of forces. Now, why the two electric lines of forces never intersect each other? We have given this property. So we can explain this property by using this property number 4. आता याच्यातल्या काही फिगर मी कट करतोय. इथे दिसतं ते lines of forces are radially inward, right? Lines of forces are radially outward. They diverge, they converge. Therefore, they will not intersect each other. Now, but to extend this property, why the two lines of forces never intersect each other? So here we will use the, say, it is called as the indirect method, or it is also called as a रिडक्शन मेथड. मॅथमध्ये त्याला बरेच नाव आहेत. आपल्याला जे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे त्याच्या ऑपोजिट आपण ॲश्युम करतो. कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी मेथड इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड. सपोज ॲट पॉइंट पी देर आर टू लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस इंटरसेक्टिंग ईच अदर. दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल, but we will imagine this is the line number 1 shown by black color. Now so this is the line number 2. Line number 2 shown by red color. So line number 1 and line number 2, they are intersecting each other at point P. This is not possible practically because of this property. Why? So but to prove this, now use this property. So if we draw a tangent to the line number 1, if we draw a tangent to the line number 1 at point P, then the direction of electric intensity is along the tangent like this. So this is the E1 for line number 1 using this property. At point P, the intensity had direction for line number 1 in this direction. Now at the same point P, using again this property, the intensity will have one more direction, E2. So what we observe at a given point P, this is a only one point, single point. At point P, there are two directions of electric field intensity, one shown by E1, vector E1, and other shown by vector E2. This is practically not possible. Why? Because in the chapter scalars and vectors, we have seen the basic property of the real vector. If any vector is a real, true, then what are its basic property? At a given point, any real vector has only one direction. एका पॉइंटला, एका वेक्टरला एकच डायरेक्शन पॉसिबल आहे. एकाच पॉइंटला 2-2, 3-3 डायरेक्शन एकाच वेक्टरचे पॉसिबलच नाही आहे. सायमल्टेनियसली द वेक्टर कॅनॉट हॅव 2, 3, 4 डायरेक्शन ॲट अ गिवन पॉइंट. इट हॅज वन अँड ओनली वन, अँड देअरफॉर E1 and E2, these two directions are not possible. It is wrong. Either E1 is possible or E2 is possible. If E1 is possible, then only line number 1 black color will exist. If E2 is correct, then only line number 2 will exist, correct? Line number 1 is wrong. It is wrongly drawn. So by using this property, by reduction method, we can explain this. So at a given point, what property we are using? A true vector has only one direction at a given point. A true vector has only one direction at a given point. इथे कसं होतं? If the two lines of forces intersect each other, then at the point of intersection P, the intensity will have two directions simultaneously. This is not possible. Otherwise, the electric intensity will not be a true vector. So, if it is a true vector, if it is a real vector, then it has only one direction. Either E1 is correct, line number 1 is existing, line number 2 is wrong. Or if E2 is correct, line number 2 is correct, line number 1 will not exist. So only one line of force can pass through a given point. नो टू लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस कॅन पास थ्रू ए गिवन पॉईंट. म्हणजे एका पॉईंटमधून एकच इलेक्ट्रिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्स आपण मॅक्झिमम करू शकतो. Either the electric lines of forces passing through a given point is either 0 if there is no field and maximum 1, minimum 0, maximum 1. So this property, a tangent gives the direction of the electric intensity. This property is used why the lines of forces never intersect each other. This is explained by this method. This is called as the indirect method, this is called as the reduction method, this is called as the contradictory method. आपल्याला जे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे त्याच्या ऑपोजिट आपण ॲशम्पशन करतो. सपोज द टू लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस इंटरसेक्ट, व्हॉट विल हॅपन? देन वी टू प्रूव्ह दॅट आवर ॲशम्पशन इज रॉंग. व्हाय इज रॉंग? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस प्रॉब्लेम. सो दिस मेथड वी फॉलो इन mathematics so many times. It is indirect method or reduction method or contradictory method, etc. So why two lines of forces never intersect? This is a simple reason. If they intersect at a point, then at that point intensity vector will have two directions simultaneously. This is never possible, because if intensity vector is a true vector, then it will have only one direction at the point of intersection, and therefore either line number 1 will exist or line number 2 will exist. Only one line will exist practically. No two lines of forces can intersect each other. So these are the basic properties. So we can know the direction and the magnitude of the electric field intensity by knowing the nature of the electric lines of forces. By counting the number n, we can give the magnitude. By drawing a tangent, we can give the direction like this. So these are the properties. So in all this figure, the electric lines of forces are not intersecting each other. So electric lines of forces are either diverging from each other or they are parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. So if intensity is same, if intensity is having same magnitude, same direction, then electric field is uniform. So what is the pattern of the electric lines of forces in uniform magnetic field? That can also be given by these four properties. अजून 4 properties आपल्याला स्टडी करायचे आहेत. Total there are 8 characteristics of electric lines of forces. We have considered only 4. These 4 properties are very important. Now last time we have classified the electric field by 3 types: uniform electric field, non-uniform electric field, and radial field. So already here we have shown that radial field. आता जी आपण लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सेसची फिगर काढली, इट इज अ रेडियल फील्ड. रेडियल फील्ड आउटवर्ड, रेडियल फील्ड इनवर्ड. So in uniform electric field, what is the nature of the electric lines of force? So that part we have to see using these properties. So how we can represent the uniform electric field by using the lines of forces? So I will draw the figure here. So this part is not given in our notes, so please add. Electric lines of force, electric lines of force in uniform electric field. So we know the property of the uniform electric field. The magnitude as well as direction is remaining same at all the points. ही डेफिनेशन ऑलरेडी आपण बघितलेली. So if the magnitude is remaining same, then by this property, same number of electric lines of forces will pass through the given area, and therefore the pattern will be like this. There is a no change in direction, there is a no change in magnitude. So all the vectors are in the direction. This is the first line of force, second line of force, same direction, third line of force, arrow की length पण सारखी बघा, fourth line of force. They never intersect each other. So lines are parallel. So they are not intersecting each other. For example, suppose we are using the lines like this. What is the difference between these two patterns? These are lines of forces. These are also lines of forces. But here, the gap, the separation between the two lines of forces is less. So here, the electric intensity E is large, crowded, and here the gap increases. So electric intensity is small. So magnitude is not same. More magnitude goes on decreasing. So this is not a uniform electric field. Direction same है, but magnitude decrease totally. Hello sir. Now I will show one more pattern. Magnitude is same, lines of forces are equidistant, not equidistant. Equidistant means uniform, magnitude is same. Not equidistant, magnitude is not same. So this is not uniform field. Now in this case, magnitude may be same, but directions are opposite, towards right, towards left, towards right, towards left. So this is also not uniform electric field. So when we are to represent the uniform electric field, we have to draw the lines of forces like this. क्या property है समझिए में? The lines of forces must be parallel, unidirectional, means no change in direction. Parallel, unidirectional. They are equidistant from each other. Magnitude is also remaining same. So all these are lines of forces. So you can give the property like this. So this is the line number 1, line number 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So in uniform ये फिगर पर ऐड करेंगे दोनों. In uniform field, the electric lines of force are first, magnitude is remaining same, means they are equidistant from each other. आपल्या पेपरवरच्या लाईन आपण यूज करू शकतो, इक्विडिस्टंट फ्रॉम ईच अदर. सेकंड, parallel to each other, means they never intersect each other. Third, unidirectional. एरो बघा सर होता एकच डायरेक्शन पाहिजे. Unidirectional, like this. Equidistant, parallel to each other, and unidirectional. So if we are to produce this type of electric field, then what we have to do? Use the two plates, metal plate A and B, give the charges. One plate is given positive charge, other plate is given negative charge. So electric lines of forces will exist there. One more property, they are equivalent. So equidistance and equivalent means magnitude is same. Parallel and unidirectional means direction is also same. So these two properties, 1 and 4, are for magnitude, and second and third property are for direction. Unidirectional and parallel each other, never intersect each other, only one direction, no change in direction. Equidistant, magnitude intensity remains same. Equilength, this length represents the magnitude of the electric intensity. So equidistant, equilength for uniform, magnitude remains same. Parallel and unidirectional, direction same. So direction is same, magnitude same, therefore the electric field is uniform. So these are the properties of the electric lines of forces in uniform electric field. याच्यातली कुठली पण एक प्रॉपर्टी जर ओबे झाली नाही तर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड नॉन युनिफॉर्म होऊन जाईल. सो देर आर 4 properties. Same properties of magnetic lines of forces are used. So magnetic field also be uniform if the magnetic lines of forces are equidistant, parallel to each other, unidirectional and equilength. Only the change is electric lines of forces start from positive and end on negative, first property. Magnetic lines of forces start from N pole, north pole, and end on south pole. म्हणजे पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जेस ऐवजी तिथे आपल्याला नॉर्थ पोल घ्यावा लागतो आणि निगेटिव्ह चार्जच्या ऐवजी आपल्याला तिथे साऊथ पोल घ्यावा लागतो. बाकी प्रॉपर्टी अशाच आहेत, लक्षात. स्टार्ट फ्रॉम एन पोल, एंड ऑन साऊथ पोल, नेवर इंटरसेक्ट इच अदर. मॅग्नेट्यूड ऑफ द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड इंटेन्सिटी डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द एन. एन इज द नंबर ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सेस पासिंग डॅश डॅश डॅश. ए टँजंट ड्रॉन टू द मॅग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स गिव्स द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड इंटेन्सिटी. या पहिल्या 4 प्रॉपर्टी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्डसाठी आणि मॅग्नेटिक फील्डसाठी एक्झॅक्टली सेम आहे. सो इफ द field is uniform, maybe electric field, maybe magnetic field, the electric lines or magnetic lines of forces has property 1, 2, 3, 4. They are equidistant, they are equilength, means magnitude is remaining same. They are parallel to each other, they are unidirectional for direction. So these are the first 4 properties. The remaining 4 properties we will see next time. Okay, we'll stop here.